Oh, hey, click the X at the top of your stream screen. All right. Um, am I good? All right. Welcome to episode 10 of Balatro Gold Stake. This is just Jackson here, and let's just start going. We're gonna do a new run on the blue deck, and let's get into it. All right. I'll do the small blind. Let's see. Go two pair right here. Two pair. Okay. Do another two pair. Okay, I only need 80 more, so I guess. So here, I have the discards to do it, so I'll just get a flush here real quick. And there we go. First blind done. Let's see what kind of jokers are in here. Seltzer, Mystic Summit. You know, I'll get this for now, and then save some more money. Good two pair. Nice and easy. Okay. Sort by suit. Discard these. Try and get a flush here. There we go. And then get the plus 15 because we have no discards remaining now. There you go. Easy big blind. Alright. The Idol. It is a rental. It's going to cost us 3 at the end of the round. I don't think this is... It's only $1 though. I think I'll save it. Faceless Joker. Perishable. I'll get it for now because I can get my money back from that. Alright, so we discard these face cards. $5 right there. Let's do a two pair real quick. I'll discard a couple random cards, that's fine. We gotta get rid of another discard, so let's do this real quick. Perfect. Alright, two pair right here. Plus 15 molt. And there we go. First boss blind done. Slide Joker. The Hierophant. I'll get Overstock for now. I'll get Uranus. And, let's go to the next round. Save my money. Yeah, I will skip this one to get double tagged. That was pretty good. Do two pair real quick. Alright, I do got to get rid of some of my discards. Don't need face cards to get rid of, which is unfortunate. Let's see if I can get some more. There we go. Just gonna do this real quick. And I'll get the plus 15 molt. 8765. You get a straight right there. Perfect. $8 that round. Ooh, perishable and rental, but it's only $1. This is pretty good. Really wishing it wasn't perishable, but that's fine. Let's see what tarot cards there is. I will use Justice, turn this into a glass card. Alright, I have to play 5 cards now. Discard these. And it just has to contain a pair, so I can throw down just like a 2 pair or something. Alright, use all my discards. I don't have a 2 pair, but that would be fine. Let's trash these. There we go. That's what I like to see. This one is kind of annoying. It's not too bad. Now, I'll buy another Uranus. Fortune Teller, +1 for every tarot. You know, still pretty early. I'll get this and then just Give me the taros I can get. Also buy that. Get another double tag. Sell that. And I can get 3 free polychrome jokers in the next shop. That's pretty sweet. Kind. You know, I might lose this round actually. So I'm gonna get a flush. Actually, I'll throw these out. I need to get more tarot cards to get this one up. Get 2 pair. And there, alright, big blind done. Now let's see what polychrome jokers are in the shop. Banner, oh, hanging Chad's really good. Alright, get rid of you. Get you. Banner, it's eternal. This doesn't go well with this. Crazy Joker. I think I'll have to pass on that. Blueprint is really good. Put this right behind the ballot, so copy this ability, so copy this ability. You all know that. You've seen the first 9 episodes of this. High card, get this. The mouth. Only 1 hand type this round, so this one's going to be a little more difficult. I can only play certain type of hands, but I think I'll just go 2 pairs since it's my highest level. I do got to get rid of another discard though, so do that real quick. And we'd love to see that. This has 2 more rounds. Ooh, Eternal. Okay, I'm gonna sell this, get Planet. Start opening more Planet cards, but that's fine. Upgrade 2 pair. Alright, next round. Double tag. I think I have to hold off. Just because I want to see some more shops. I don't know. Oh, there's my Glass King. Okay, I was about to say I don't know where my Glass King's at, but it's right there. Just Crash Hand. There we go, dude. That was higher. And this will continuously multiply the glass card. Ooh, nice. Love to see that. I really wish Blueprint wasn't perishable, but oh well. I'll get that. So that would be good. With Blueprint and Hanging Chad. Let me get rid of some discards. Alright, now what I'll do, turn these 2 multi-cards. I'll boost that. It's good. Alright, not quite enough, but we're close, so. And there we go, big blind done. I think I have to. Yes, Eternal Egg. Can't sell it. So yeah, I'm gonna use this because that way will also give me a boost to that. Perfect. I have no money now, but that's okay. A lot of queens. Alright, I guess I have to go 3 of a kind, but that is fine. I'll just do that. definitely get rid of that. I want to see if I can get my glass king that I had. Or one of my 10 multi-cards. And there we go. Perfect. 2 pairs right there. And there we go. I am in debt to the Balatro gods. That is okay. Red card. Ooh. Oh, I don't have enough. That's worth it. Yeah, that's definitely worth it right there. Alright, Blueprint's gonna go away at the end of this round, which is a little unfortunate, but oh well. 4 of a kind right there. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna try and get a 10 so I can get a straight. Oh, I should have got rid of that ace. Or two pair works too. Put the king in front so I can get the bonus. And it's gone. Unfortunate. And Blueprint is disabled. That kind of sucks. I'm out of money. Yes, double my $0. We'll chat. I think we're fucked. I think this might be the end of this run, honestly. Maybe I can get it straight. Let's see. Full house works too. Two pair is my highest leveled up, level 5. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this run. Unfortunate. Start new one. Run it back.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Who is this? What do you think you're doing here?
What? What are you talking about? It's me,
Hey,
Just Jackson.
hey now! I don't think I can tolerate any of this imposter business. What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're even doing? Come on.
It's this is episode 10 of the.
All right, that's it, Buster. You're going to the Shadow Realm.
No! Wait.
All right, I got him. I got rid of him. Shame it had to be done, but you know, that's just how it goes, guys. Thanks for the cameo, Aaron. Alright, I'm gonna actually get things set up now. Happy April Fools, everyone. April Fools, you got fucking got. Alright. Okay. Now you get to the live experience of me. As part of the April Fool's joke, you get the experience of me, fucking setting up everything for a normal stream. Cause I actually will be playing the fucking game I said I was gonna play. So. Sorry, I lied to all of you. Hi. Balatro. Appreciate the cameo. Yeah, episode 10 of Balatro. I'm gonna have to rename my shit. Thanks, Aaron. What a guy. I'm just gonna rename my stuff. Editing my stuff. Arena ultimax. I think this is like 13. I think so. Oh, okay. Roll over. And we'll get this started for real this time. Hopefully, if the game starts. Come on now. Come on. Yeah, there we go. I gotta get my controller plugged in.
This show's brought to you by these sponsors.
Okay. That's gonna be a good clip. I'm gonna upload that as a short later. Break out. Oh man. You know what's kind of fucking crazy? That's the first, like, gameplay I've ever seen from Balatro. I've known nothing about Balatro, other than what Aaron has told me from it. That's the first I've seen of that game, which is kind of funny.
Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Thanks, Resai. All right, cool. Oh man, VOD Watcher's gonna be having a field day with that one. All right, story mode, baby. All right, Elizabeth time. I wonder where this one's gonna go. This might be fun. Oh, within the endless darkness are scattered countless bright lights like a nebula. But those lights are not stars. Each one is the light of life, the gleam of man's souls. This is the world inside people's hearts, a place where every human's consciousness is connected and can be traced to their origin. Every memory since the dawn of man, even those on the ladder of its evolution, slumbers here. Some think of this place as a sea, and they may be correct. Depending on how deep you go, you may see this world's endless landscapes and innumerable faces. Where I stand now is one of the furthest depths, a domain that has existed far before life became sentient or even took form. Here, there is only darkness of death and the radiance of life. What? This is so weird and very abstract all of a sudden. Okay. I'm also gonna, hold on. I'm gonna mess with my, never mind. It's fine. I'll just talk louder. I come here at times for a very important objective. Suddenly, a patch of the darkness surges and undulates. The pitch black substance swells with a tar-like consistency and quickly takes shape of a giant arm.
My, it's rather stout compared to before.
Who the fuck are you? Should I know who this is? Just as good and evil are products of man's heart, there is a negative force here in the Sea of Souls that tempts man to corruption and destruction. Though one person's malice may amount to little, there are billions of people in the world. It's actually common for monsters capable of destroying mankind to develop without anyone realizing. This is one of them. Though it was only an arm at first, it quickly developed into an enormous human-shaped torso. Even in this space, where up and down are fluid, its resentment-filled roar causes the air to shake. The monster raises an enormous arm towards the heavens. Its destructive power can tear down mountains, but suddenly stops. Something is blocking its movement. I am, to be precise. You may think I'm nowhere on this scene. In truth, even the monster may be thinking that. But I'd like to direct your attention to the fingertips at the end of this giant arm. Closer. Even closer than that. I can't see. Closer. Keep going closer, all the way to the index finger.
There. Do you see me now?
Hi, Elizabeth.
Have I forgotten to introduce myself? My name is Elizabeth.
I fix my gaze upon the two lights that seem to be the monster's eyes, but it twists away, trying to resist.
Do you wish to behold death that much?
I grab the monster's index finger. In one motion, flip its immense body and throw it into the air. Oh my god. The monster cries out in agony. The earth in the area quakes again.
Oh dear. It seems it won't be easy for one of this size. I cannot damage the world of everyone's hearts, and I hesitate to make a scene in the real world either. Time for a change of scenery.
I open the elegant grimoire in my hand. A large blue magic circle forms behind the thrown monster, swallowing the gargantuan figure. I follow it in. What just happened? What happened? What did you do, Elizabeth? Continual turbulent streams of light and darkness flow past the monster and myself. Eventually, I speak up.
We will soon reach our destination.
Oh, hey. Another magic circle appears in an altogether different kind of black void that we came from. The monster spat out there, and when it collides with the surface, a tremendous cloud of dust arises. I emerge from the magic circle second and rise into the air. On the horizon beyond the monster, I see a deep blue sphere. Are they on the fucking moon? Yes, this is the moon. Oh, well, thank you for answering my question,
Now,
Elizabeth.
I had promised to show you death. Your fate is in the cards.
Hi, Thanatos. A figure appears behind me, bearing several
The
coffins.
god of death, Thanatos. What do you think?
The light of the stars shines off his drawn sword and gleams bewitchingly.
Was it to your liking? Well then, farewell.
It flings the sword down at the monster's head. Against its fearsome size, the sword barely larger than a needle. The sword's merciless sharpness pierces far beyond the blade's length. The monster's body slices apart like wet paper. Okay. With a final death cry, the monster slowly dissolves and evaporates as black mist. A deafening silence returns to the area. To break the quiet, a tune plays on my lips.
Velvet,
Oh my god.
oh, velvet.
Elizabeth. Create another magic circle in the air and step through it. I should remain long in this world without any real objective. It is not the world I belong in after all.
My master has a large nose.
Okay, thanks, Elizabeth. Oh hey, it's the Persona 3 Velvet Room. Hello. I was once a resident of the Velvet Room and served as master. The dark blue clothing I still wear is from that time. All residents have their roles, but they are also on a journey. We help our guests grow as people, and through the help we offer, we come to understand the ultimate question. It's the fundamental question of who are we?
Thinking back on it, I spent so many days like that for such a long time. I had thought that it would be impossible to change.
But 2 years ago, I finally reached my answer. One's identity cannot be sought out, but must be forged for oneself. It's something you build, little by little. People call the freedom to do so potential, and by mastering it, people develop their unique identities. That is the understanding I came to. So it seemed to me that I should believe my own potential and wander in pursuit of my desire. It wasn't a hard conclusion to come to. That's why I abandoned my assigned role and departed on my long journey. I have set an objective for myself, to defeat the monster I sought a moment ago, but once and for all. I vanquished it then, but that is only temporary.
It'll surely resurrect within the year again, and I'll go through today once more.
That monster was born from the twisted wishes arising from the lack of substance in people's lives. Slowly stagnates and seeps out. If this is life, then bring on death. Desires like that are what give it power. And that giant black arm tries to free death from its prison. It can never be left to act on its aims. But as long as the people continue to wish as they do, the foul beings will congeal and it will revive endlessly. To truly defeat the monster would be to change the very souls of the people. This cannot be done no matter how much one improves their skill in battle. I do not currently know how this goal can be attained. It may be that no one in this world knows yet. Some new and unknown miraculous power will most likely be required. That is why I wish to travel as far and wide as I can to broaden my horizons. Since I have only interacted with the guests of the room, I'm sure the scope of my knowledge is far inferior to a single human's. But there are infinite places for me to explore. I'll travel to each one and satisfy my natural curiosity. Alright. Well, that was fucking weird. Oh. Welcome to Yasogami. Welcome to Inaba Elizabeth.
That's why I have come here. A double check on the danger scale situation that I just recently discovered.
I place my hands on my hips in what I believe to be standing firm. Before me is what seems to be a replica of a building in the real world.
Since multiple Persona users gathering, it's once in a blue moon that one discovers a place like this. I'm sure I can learn some interesting things here, or something along those lines. In any case, I, Elizabeth, can scarcely keep myself from getting involved.
Yeah. For someone with this physical form to step into a realm of the mind would be for them to enter an even more abstract place in the Velvet Room. Normally, it would be impossible, and even if it were, it would be very dangerous without a firm will. For it to occur at all is intriguing enough, but on top of that, these people are mainly Persona users. Not just one or two. There's no denying that something truly extraordinary is happening here. Broaden horizons aside, I can't resist taking a closer look. When I get closer, I see a nameplate reading Yasogami High School, or what seems to be the main gate.
This building, is it a school?
This school building before me looks aged, and I narrow my eyes.
Somewhat old-fashioned compared to the school I have experience with.
Yeah.
It has its charms as well.
Yeah. Yasogami High is a lot like older fashioned than Gekugan.
This is what they call animalist aesthetic.
I don't think that's right.
Animalist? Bestial? Anyway,
No, not
something
quite.
along those lines.
Oh, Elizabeth. I love Elizabeth so much. She's such a little creature. There are bizarre decorations as far as the eye can see inside the building. Was this school always thus adorned?
These decorations. Could this be the fabled school festival I've heard tell of? A festival is where one toys with the lives of goldfish in a scandalous game.
Oh dear.
One can also enjoy a combat simulation with close-range shooting tests using sniper rifle fire into the interior of stalls.
That's right, Elizabeth.
Ooh, I'm starting to get excited.
Alright. Looking up, I spy a large sign dawn in vibrant colors.
Grade 1 Grand Prix. Could this be a fighting tournament?
That's pretty much right.
This isn't why the Persona users are gathering, is it?
Well, no sooner do my suspicions arise than I sense the first presence within the school and turn towards it. Come, challenger. I wave my arms about in anticipation. Something seems a bit odd.
That lady over there, she not a Persona user? Regardless of that, I sense something out of the ordinary.
Is it talking about Labris? I think she's talking about Labris. When I close my eyes, I can tell that while she may appear to be a human girl, something about her is amiss. I sense her unnatural disconnection from her memories and consciousness that's not seen in most people.
Is she truly human?
Now that I'm here, I can sense powerful combatants gathering one by one. Such power to be used with its fullest. If such power were to be used to its fullest in the clashes of skill, the result could be life-threatening. This place is not meant for such a girl. If she were to be drawn to this, then the worst-case scenario.
If I was still my old self when I only lived to play out my role, I would leave her be. But I am different now.
Oh? I make my way towards the girl. As I approach her, I begin to hear voices. It seems that she is calling herself Student Council President. I stride down to the end of the hallway where she is walking, directly into her view. The girl gives me a slightly questioning look, but no more. She comes towards me guilelessly.
Hey, excuse me. You got some reason to be at our school?
Up close, I can tell at once. There's no doubt that this girl is not human. Yet, she seems to be under that impression. The original residents of this place seem to believe that she is as well. But of course, that is impossible. The disconnect I sensed earlier must be related.
Could someone have tampered with her memories and psyche?
No matter how unusual her circumstances, such extreme gaps in awareness are no mere figments of the imagination. It's possible, but normally those with a distorted view of reality have equally distorted emotions. And I do not sense that in her. Her emotions are in a balance. Only her memories and awareness fall short, like a course de ballet, corpse de ballet falling behind a soloist. I don't think I read that right. I fixed my gaze on the girl before me once again. She did not come here of her own will. Then the events. Oh, if she did not come here of her own will, then the events here may be more sinister than I imagined.
Are you sure this is how things should be? Huh? What are you talking
That's
about?
a very vague question to start with, Elizabeth.
I am a wanderer who only stopped here because I sensed great power gathering. I am in no position to give advice. But, this place will soon be caught in a bit of a fracas. If you continue to avert your eyes from everything, I think it will have an impact on your life in the near future.
Damn.
My life? What you choose is up to you. But I believe there are factors preventing you from making the right choices at the moment. I couldn't bring myself to just stand by and watch as you lost your life before my eyes. That is why I came to you, so I could give you one last chance.
She has most likely forgotten who she is. I sense something shining, slumbering deep in her heart. It's the glow of a bond. No one who has been a resident of the Velvet Room could mistake it for anything else. Or she forgot herself. She must have had strong feelings about someone, or had a promise to them, or made a promise to them. But I'll leave it to her to remember what it was. I held out the Persona Compendium, as if handing it to the girl and open its pages. Light streams out from and washes over her. The light dispels the girl's false image, the illusion that made her seem human, though she is not.
Huh?
And there she is.
What is this?
Hi, Labras. Her true form revealed as a gleaming mechanical body. Her arms look as if steel plates are covering them. The girl frantically pulls at them to try and tear them off.
It won't come off. What gives? My, what a robotically cool body.
Oh.
It is apparently meant for battle. Hey, you! What did you do to me? Nothing in particular. Well. Considering that you are meant for battle, I shall briefly be your opponent.
That's a
During
weird...
that time, why not think back about who you are? Huh? My opponent?
It's a weird thing to suddenly propose. It's like, hey, I know I just, like, in Labras's mind, just, like, put a bunch of weird shit on you. But let's fight anyway. Let's do it. Most likely, I will not get through to her with words alone. Only by being forced into confrontation will she finally be able to understand. She already knows how to use the steel limbs, which she's supposedly never seen before.
And away we go.
Oh. And away we go. Here we fucking go, I guess. Bow, bow, bow. What's Elizabeth's title? The lethal elevator attendant. Why does Thanatos freeze? Wait, I just have a straight up laser? That's funny. I just have a full screen, like... Ow. Get Thanatos, nerd. Cool. Alright. Thanks, Elizabeth. girl collapses powerlessly.
I...
He has a soft touch during the battle. She should have sustained no injuries. Probably. Still, the girl does not stand back up. Apparently due to mental rather than physical stress. Her own arms and legs had turned metallic. Yet, in the heat of battle, she was able to use those foreign appendages with ease. If she has truly thought herself to be human, that would have come as quite a shock.
That should be enough. I'm sure you realize now that you are not human. There must have been an important promise that could only be kept in that guise. That must have been your reason for living. Whether it's worth losing that or not, I ask that you give it serious thought.
An important promise. My reason for living?
Her potential will become unlocked through self-reflection. That was how it appeared for me as well.
Now, it seems the tumult of trials is about to begin. In which case, I bid you good luck.
I close the compendium in my hand, and the worn pages rustle as they meet. By the time it shuts, I'm already far away from the girl. In my absence, the illusion is again in place, giving her the appearance of a human once more. She may consider what happened to be a daydream, and that is quite alright. My intention was to give her an opportunity to awaken to the truth. What she eventually decides is up to her. That aside, there's something else on my mind. The girl I thought looked human, but wasn't. It's rare for even one such as I, with unimaginably long lifespan, to meet someone like her. Yet, she is the second such person I have known. The other was also a guest of mine once. She too resembled a human girl. I can sense her power somewhere in here as well. Most likely she's here for reasons having to do with the girl I met.
What an intriguing event. More so than I had first imagined.
She's talking about Igus, I think. Though I came here on a mere whim, this trip may be unexpected fruit. What? Though I came here on a whim, this trip may be unexpected fruit. Perhaps I'll discover something important. My interest piqued even more now. I decided to go further in. Oop. When I do, the bustle of voices reaches my ear. Is that a cheer? Oh? One of the monitors nearby turns on after the cheer dies down, showing a girl in a school uniform.
Ladies and gentlemen!
Oh hey, it's been a while, Rise. Or fake Rise.
Is everyone ready? It's time to get our program started. I, Reset, will be your commentator. Please, hold your applause.
Yay.
You're too kind, you're too kind. Well, with things starting to heat up now, the General has a few words for you. The mic's all yours, sir.
Next, a person who seems to be the host takes this girl's place. Actually, person may be incorrect. That intriguing fluffiness and tantalizingly round body. Hi, hi Ted.
I'm proud to announce the opening of our very own P1 Grand Prix, presenting the manliest of all men.
That's nice.
This is more of a to-do than I thought.
I keep watching as the video with some upbeat music plays.
Is this an introduction to the contestants?
Oh, is it gonna play the trailer? A number of girls and boys are introduced at a steady pace. I haven't seen any of their faces before, but they all appear to be Persona users. Each one of them is tagged with a mocking epithet.
Carnivore who's discarded womanhood. Blood-curdling
Oh,
beefcake
no.
emperor.
Oh.
The sister complex kingpin. Are these signs of their willingness to cast aside their pride in pursuit of victory?
Well,
I wonder if they're not casting aside a little too much. This is a rather novel idea.
there's no denying that those with power are gathering here for the tournament. The video comes to a close. Since I came here on my own whim, I am obviously not featured in it. How unfortunate. I catch myself pouting my lips.
Should I officially enter this as well? Oh, but if the manliest of all men are the ones called for, I cannot participate.
In the great words of Akihiko, I think it's like true manliness transcends gender or
And
something like
again,
that.
I distinctly spotted a woman or two in the introductory video.
That's true.
Then I shan't concern myself with such trifling details. I shall soldier on.
Yeah, gender's not even real anyway. The next time the host appears on a monitor, I'll make my entry. If he turns me down, I shall resort to force. Very good. Oh. With my mind made up, I begin to walk the door. It's like, alright, if if you don't let me in, I'll just beat the shit out of you and make myself. I'll make you let me in. Battles, battles. Oh, where might I find a battle? I look into a window nearby. Aha!
Oh my! The host himself is before my eyes.
Before I realize it, I am already in motion. What?
Pardon my dynamic entrance.
Someone's here.
Looking around, I see a piano and portraits of famous composers lining the walls. I see. This must be what they call a music room.
Please forgive me for startling you.
Ooh! Who are you, miss?
I am Elizabeth, a mere elevator attendant, albeit one who is currently utterly neglecting her duties.
An elevator attendant? I don't believe it. I'm having culture shock. I wish Junessa's elevators had such beautiful attendants too.
Excuse me, but may I ask your name?
Teddy! Doi!
I'm sorry. Would you mind repeating that in human language?
I was saying it normally. Teddy is my name and I'm a proud bear.
I see. Teddy bear. You have a rather creative flair to your appearance.
That's one way of putting
I
it.
wish you'd say cute instead. Though hearing a pretty lady like you say so makes my heart
Oh my god.
skip-a-leap.
Okay, Ted. Watching him, I cannot restrain my curiosity any longer and prod his soft fur with abandon. You're just poking him.
What are you doing?
Poke.
This seems to lack ventilation. How does he breathe in there? There's a zipper.
Oh god.
Stop! I'm ticklish. Oh no! No opening! You're embarrassing
Elizabeth,
me.
you can't just do that to a man.
Please forgive me. Curiosity almost killed the bear.
Huh? What were you planning on doing to me? You're even a tougher customer than the kids at the food court, miss.
When I step away, Teddy Bear lightly smooths over his fur and tries to regain his composure.
I had forgotten what I originally meant to ask because of your fine coat of hair. Teddy bear, though I am a woman, I wish to partake in this Grand Prix.
Huh? I can't help you with that.
Oh, but are you not the host shown in the introduction video?
Not really.
It's all a huge misunderstanding. That guy's an imposter. Won't you hear me out?
Seems he is faced with some kind of dilemma. I decide to lend an ear to Teddy Bear. He animatedly describes the circumstances, but his arms and legs are too short to illustrate his point. His mannerisms are so peculiar that understanding is an uphill battle, but in the end I grasp the basics.
See. So you realized that something was amiss and came wandering in here yourself to investigate. But you fell into the imposter's trap and couldn't do a thing until a moment ago. You
Yeah, that
have
sounds
my
right.
deepest sympathies.
Do I really? Anyways, everyone else is on the contestant list while I get the cold
Yeah.
shoulder.
That's how it goes when the host is trying to
That's so.
impersonate you.
Then, since we are both outcasts, let us participate of our own accord.
Our own?
May I request a match from you?
That makes no sense at all. What do you mean? Ooh, maybe a hot and heavy struggle.
Oh,
with
no,
all kinds
Ted.
of clinches and holds.
Oh god.
One-on-one battle to the extreme.
That makes no sense. Wait a second. You look a lot stronger than me, miss.
Oh, don't be so modest.
No, I'm really not.
I'm very sorry, but the deadline for submitting a forfeit notice has expired.
Oh damn.
Not sorry at all. There are things I can't do, you know.
Yeah, you don't stand a chance.
Oh, but on the other
No.
hand,
I do not understand the term, but if that is your stipulation, why?
No, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, no.
oh, you accept?
No, Elizabeth.
I'm
Oh
ready to go
no,
whenever
you didn't.
are.
Oh.
That is, if you're still alive afterwards.
Huh?
Well then, here
Teddy was
goes.
going Super Saiyan for
Your
a second.
fate is in the cards.
Your fate is in the cards. There he is. I take my fighting stance. Settling matters through a show of force is simple, straightforward, and so beautiful. Alright. Time to curb stomp some poor bear. Alright.
Final. Fight.
My attack. You're frozen now. Opening my fist. Here, some freezing. Warning. You're frozen now.
Don't know what that was.
You're frozen now. It's my turn. Here is some electricity. I will shock you. My turn. I will shock you. My turn. I will shock you. Ha. Here is some
Camp.
electricity.
That laser covers the entire screen. That's really broken. Oh my god. It's my new favorite move. quarter circle persona.
The road to dating is steep. Ugh.
Alright, rest in peace, Ted. With an exaggerated groan, Teddy Bear collapses. Or rolls down to be more precise.
Teddy Bear, you truly are an intriguing creature.
Hearing this, Teddy Bear springs to his feet.
Are you interested in me?
Though you aren't human, you fight against your fate and wish to be with humans. I have witnessed one other case who bore such a fate in the past.
Huh?
You made a choice and decided how you wish to live. That is marvelous, Teddy Bear.
That's very nice, Elizabeth.
Marvelous? Me? Does that mean you're still okay with me trying to
No.
score with you?
That
No.
is not what it means.
Teddy Bear loses his balance for some unknown reason and falls over.
Oh, the way you shoot down my attempts reminds me of Yuki-chan.
Yuki-chan, is this an acquaintance of yours?
Yuki-chan is a very precious friend of mine.
You have friends.
She's so
Actually,
bewildered.
Everyone who was in that video
I
are my
kinda am
friends.
too.
But I can't forgive them for having all the fun. I'll make them buy me a tasty treat for this.
I see. May I ask you something? Who would you consider the strongest among your friends?
Well, Sensei, of course. He's the manliest of all men.
That's
Sensei. If I recall correctly, that is the name of a governing class within a school, wielding the power of life and death over its students.
give me 1 second, guys. I got a text from my girlfriend. This can't wait. Sorry about that. Okay. Ugh.
Yes, that does indeed sound like the name of a strong
It's talking about you.
warrior.
Talking about you, right?
Sensei's our leader.
He sounds strong, but he seems to be unconnected to the former guest I am searching for. But as Teddy Bear speaks of his friend called Sensei, he wears a beaming expression. They may be connected with a truly strong bond. Inwardly, I am surprised. Though he is adorable, this teddy bear most likely used to be something similar to a shadow. I am very curious about anyone who could form a bond with such a being. Thinking about it that way makes me interested in him as well.
That was quite helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, the circumstances were weird, but, you know, it worked out.
Once the tournament's over, you should come hang out at Junes sometime.
Junes?
It's a place where Don Yosuke and I work.
Don
It's
Yosuke.
huge. You can eat food there, and they have candy, toys, and sexy bikinis
Oh god.
too.
Oh, Ted.
What a paradise on earth.
She's so
It
impressed.
seems there is still much I do not know about in your world. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I must get going now.
Be careful.
So impressed by Walmart. I bow politely. Teddy Bear waves back with a big smile. Can't wait for the Elizabeth discovers what Walmart is arc. Ooh. Da-da-da-da-da. You a Todai dorm? Let's go. Now, though I decided to participate on my own, how should I proceed from here? I don't have a good understanding of this building's layout after all. I tried going in and out of the building to test various paths, but I don't get anywhere.
It may have come to this.
I rear back my head and inhale as deeply as I can, and then...
Bring out the next opponent. No one heeded my call. I suppose repeating that line isn't enough.
My shoulders sag slightly and concentrate on the area nearby. I sense an unexpected presence.
Huh. There is someone closer by than I had expected.
The music is getting much louder all of a sudden.
What a reunion this will be. I'm starting to feel tingly.
Why is the music suddenly so loud? What the hell? There's no need for me to keep searching for an opponent since this one is already nearby. I trace the presence and proceed down the hallways. When I reach what appears to be an entryway, I can hear what sounds like voices quarreling. One of the voices is Teddy Bear, or rather, the sham host, General Teddy.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! What a fight! No wonder you're an anti-shadow weapon.
I take no joy at all from your praise.
Damn. As I move forward, I find myself breaking into a run. Soon afterwards, the voice's owner enters my field of vision. Just as I thought. That unmistakable figure. She's a guest I hosted in my life as well as the resident. She's a guest I had hosted in my life as a resident. If I recall correctly, her name is Igus. On closer inspection, she is aiming her weapon at General Teddy on the monitor.
Pointing your weapon at a monitor isn't very scary.
1 second. Oh boy. Oh god. Okay. Sorry, Abby. I know you're not watching right now, but I do not have time to read all that. I have to get to stream. I'm so sorry.
But anyways, your next opponent is...
If I don't act now, the match will start without me. Hold on. Telling her that I'm live out there. Anyway. If I don't act now, the match will start without me. I must prevent General Teddy from speaking from the time being until my business is completed. Again, before I realize it, I am already in motion.
Oh, no.
What?
My bold entrance.
Did she fucking destroy the monitor?
Oh, the monitor's completely shattered. Who
What?
would do such a thing?
A strange intruder has shown up.
Oh my. I thought we were having a touching reunion. How unfortunate that you would refer to me as a strange intruder.
A reunion? I don't recall ever meeting anyone so odd.
She who governs power. Does that ring any bells?
Did they
for
not
you?
recognize each other?
Huh? Wait. Are you the one I met in that blue room then? Your entrance just now was very different from how I remembered your behavior, so I didn't recognize you.
Well,
But you're Eridanus' son.
Eridanus.
No.
Elixir?
Come on.
Erengi?
You got
In
this.
any case, I never dreamed that I'd meet you here.
That goes for myself as well. It's been a long time since I saw you, but why are you here? What about your duties of governing power?
I am currently in gross abandonment of my duties.
You sure are,
That was
Elizabeth.
A very straightforward answer.
Considering the circumstances here, I'd like to test
This
your
is
strength
great.
as well.
We get two of my favorite characters from Persona 3 just shooting the shit. I excitedly flipped through the pages of my compendium.
What? Please, wait a moment. Does that mean you wish to fight me?
From what I've heard, in certain cultures in your world, one lets one's fists do the talking. Perhaps you could think of it as a sporty, modern, and extreme way of greeting one another.
That's a very
I
nice way to
don't
put it.
understand at all.
I do not
You
comprehend.
seem to have become strong beyond all recognition. I'd like to see your power for myself, to broaden my horizons. Will you grant my shameless request?
I still don't understand. But does this mean your wish will be fulfilled if I agree to fight you? If that's really what you want. Will you mind if I don't hold back?
I couldn't ask for anything more. I, Elizabeth, will fight you with all the strength at my disposal. Now, let us begin.
Settling matters through a show of force is simple, straight. Pardon me. I said that once already. I love Elizabeth. She's such a goober. She's such a little creature. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I'll play the bookmark. Alright, let's fuck shit up.
Finally. Fight!
Gyro, you're frozen. Severe impact. Going, threats up. Athena,
Pardon me. Here,
gyro,
you're frozen.
severe impact. Now.
Your face in the heart. Rounds and rounds.
We wait for Saga. Right away. Heavy gyro, heavy damage. Now. Severe impact. Severe ready. Fire. Ordeum now. Blood damage. Ramp air. Severe impact.
My turn.
Gas.
Pardon me.
Ramp severe blood damage. Volley.
Here is
Fire
some
severe
electric.
impact.
Here is some electric.
Persona. Rock. Bramble. Guarded.
My turn.
Guarded. Evaded. Almost defeated. Damage. Gyro.
You're
Bop.
frozen now.
There we go. Why does Thanatos have ice attacks? He was always like a dark persona. Well, I guess I wouldn't know that. I haven't played
You're strong.
the original Orphez, so he's a dark persona in Reload. I know that. So whatever. Agus crouches down with a regretful expression.
Oh, no, I was surprised myself. It's been a while since I fought with all my power.
I just close my eyes and reminisce. Just as I'd expected, she has grown more and more powerful than before. Agus is not human. She has an artificial body, making her a sort of mechanical maiden. She was originally created as a tool to accomplish a set goal with established abilities. But by gaining a heart, she forged her own destiny. She did this with the power that can only be gained by those with emotions, the power of bonds. Her nature shifted from one directed by others to one who chooses for herself. She was no longer merely acting, but living. The shift caused a miracle, and she overcame her artificial origins to attain in what could be called life. Some have had the talent of turning bonds into great strength by forming a contract through intense desire. We residents of the Velvet Room refer to this talent as the wild card, and it has changed. And it has at times changed the course of history. Even I, who served as a resident for a long time, only encountered a few with that power. She is one of them.
I now have a wish of my own, though it may take vast oceans of time for it to come true. Perhaps one day you will accompany me on the same journey.
What do you mean?
If our destinies truly do cross, you will eventually understand.
Agus's expression shows that she still does not understand. But that is fine for now.
By the way, how have your friends been?
Huh? Oh, they're all well. Several of them are here right now.
Suddenly, a staticky voice echoes from the broken monitor speaker, interrupting our conversation. It seems that I was not thorough in my destruction.
Testing. It's finally getting through. Hey, you! The one who's not on the roster! Who are you? Why are you gumming up the works?
It's that bear.
If you keep messing with my Grand Prix, I'll make you...
I snap the fingers of my right hand with a flourish. Oh my god! The speaker explodes. I am sure that announcement will bother us no more now. Oh my god. Seems I have finally finished it off.
Oh my! Flames have suddenly burst from the speakers. How dreadful.
That was 180% your doing.
Such repeated meddling. It seems I have a bit of a score to settle with the host too. Now then, I will be going now. Please be careful.
Alright, thanks Elizabeth.
Oh, wait. There is a rule in this tournament against the loser of a fight moving on.
Is there? Well, considering that I entered myself into the tournament, I do not think you count as a defeated contestant. That is only conjecture, though.
You entered yourself.
Yet you're going to settle a score with a host for complaining about you? Huh, details.
Details. Didn't care. She's. I love Elizabeth so much. This is so stupid. I smile cheerfully in return and leave the area. Truly, that was one of my better smiles.
I cannot believe that even Elizabeth's son came to this world.
Neither can I, dog.
That's it. Her name was Elizabeth.
Bro, she said it.
I finally remember.
She said I, Elizabeth, bro. I guess, come on, girl. You're better than that. Eventually, I reached the room known as the announcement room. When I approached the door, I sensed power from within. It seems that the real host is here, not on some monitor. I haven't encountered that Persona user known as Sensei yet, but thinking about it, I would expect him to win his matches until reaching here. Maybe easier to wait than to search aimlessly for him. Upon closer inspection, the door is slightly open. There are people inside.
I sense 3 people.
I cautiously sneak up to the door and peek inside.
What a shame. You gave it a try, but there's no way anyone would understand you. Huh? That is that teddy bear imposter. The student council president is here too. It seems the false teddy bear's tone is much harsher than before. Has he been meeting with difficulties lately?
That's so considerate, Elizabeth. When I look again at what's going on inside the room, a sinister aura swirls around General Teddy. Surprising transformation occurs. His silhouette reforms into a shapeless lump, which resolved into the figure of the council president girl.
The truth.
Oh, so it didn't even bother playing the fucking cutscene. Okay.
Goodness, that false teddy bear was actually the girl's shadow. I see. It's true that suffering to this degree could cause a shadow to go berserk and affect its surroundings.
The girl's true appearance has already been exposed. It seems that she was finally able to face her original nature. Surprisingly, the enemy forcing the illusions upon her was her other self. I'm glad that she has awakened to her true self, but this is a shocking and drastic turn of events.
At least one of them has to understand how I feel. Isn't that what you thought? The important part is that it's all your fault.
Ooh.
That's not true. You want the everyday boys and girls to experience what you had to go through. You want to see close friends fight for their lives against each other. Because if they do that, then they might understand. You want to make them understand. That ain't true. It's all right, though. You don't have to worry about that anymore. I'll take care of everything from here. I'll destroy anyone who doesn't understand you and comes to get in your way. Just like you once did. Please stop!
Okay.
That's all a lie! You're not me!
Oh, damn it. Said the magic words.
You finally said it! I'm finally free!
Oh, yep. It's gonna play this cutscene, though. It's cute.
The power!
Interesting that I fought 3 entire matches, and now I'm facing the Shadow. Shadow has gone berserk. At this point, can no longer be stopped solely by the original person. Worse, Shadow has no more reason to keep its host alive. This continues, but a third person storms onto the scene just as I'm about to intervene. There's a young man in a school uniform. For a moment, I am utterly captivated. What a powerful fire he has in his eyes. On a second look, I recognize that face from the video. As I recall, his name was Kingpin Yu. No, that is not right. Sister Complex Yu? No, that sounds even further from his actual name. Narukami. That's right, it's Yu Narukami.
I won't let you hurt her anymore. If you're gonna keep rampaging, I'll fight you.
Fine! Then you'll be the first to die!
Shadow's attack hurtles towards the young man. He does not flinch, takes a fighting stance after smoothly evading it. Seeing his heightened determination, I detect a distinct presence about him.
That young man is a Persona user too.
Yeah, Ah, and that's not all. The sensation is similar to when I encountered
His
Igus.
powers be.
There's no doubt about it. It's the same as hers. He too is a persona user whose awakened talent is that of the wild card. Shadow launches its next attack at the young man. Battle axe it brandishes is a cluster of steel as long as she is tall. If he can truly wield those powers, he may be able to stop such an attack, but it's not a
This
sure thing.
opportunity cannot be missed.
This time I enter the room and step between the two. Alright.
Pardon me as I interrupt this scene.
Who are you?
You! How? I set up walls so you couldn't pass through. How did you get here?
So you couldn't pass through? What is this referring to? Oh, Could it mean those invisible walls I bumped into from time to time? Suppose, thinking back, I did run afoul of such things along the way. But a little push was all it took to pass through them, so I barely paid them any
Such
heed.
parlor tricks can get stuffed.
Okay. Alright, sure. The shadow and the young man both look quite perplexed. Was what I said so shocking? Take an opportunity to step towards the young man and look him straight in the face.
Are you perhaps the sensei that Teddy Bear spoke of? Someone who has awakened to the power of the wild card through Velvet Room's guidance.
What? Wait, that blue outfit. Who are you?
I flashed him a smile and turned my gaze towards the girl that collapsed nearby. I believe he called her Lapras a moment ago.
I see. I feel that I have a good grasp on the situation now.
Yeah.
Then can't you tell you're in the way? Get out of here!
Oh my god.
Not do that. I came to settle some business I had with you, the tournament's host.
What business?
To be blunt. What business was it?
Damn, she can't even remember.
How should I know?
That was harsh.
It turns out that I do not care about such trifling details after all. My apologies. Please forget my mention of business.
I
Actually,
love this.
my search for a certain individual has unexpectedly concluded, so we're done here.
Oh damn.
Who said we're done? That's it. I'll kill
Oh,
you
good
where you
fucking luck.
stand.
I wouldn't recommend it. If I may be so boastful, it would be a battle you stand no chance of winning.
What?
My words must have been so humiliating that the shadow's face flushes red and it gropes for words. I ignore it in order to speak to the young
It's
man.
nice meeting you, by the way. I am Elizabeth. Would it ring a bell if I mentioned that I am the one who governs power?
You mean like Margaret?
Oh, do you know my older sister? I see.
Yeah, you could say he knows her.
Stop ignoring me, bitch!
Oh damn. I shield the young man behind me and turn towards the shadow.
Please wait a moment. I must ask the one over there to leave this place before we resume.
It's you who's going to leave!
I was sure that I gave the proper warnings earlier.
Well,
Goes. Your fate is in the cards.
I believe in the heart of the cards. I believe in the heart of the cards.
Finally. Fight!
Uh, Ow.
This is the extent of it. It's not. Here is some electricity. Here is some electricity. My turn. Pardon me. My turn. It's not. You're frozen now. You were thinking. My turn.
And there we go. Easy peasy.
How could it end like this? It's all completely ruined.
Shadow falls to its knees, its will completely drained. I doubt it has the strength left to attack us.
This is me?
The girl, still unable to stand, stares blankly at her own shadow. Turn around towards the young man. This P1 Grand Prix was most likely caused by the girl's shadow, manifesting her suppressed anguish. But this young man tried to reach out to her, even at the risk of his own safety. And even after seeing proof that she was the one who caused that risk.
Excuse me, but may I leave the rest of this to you? I'm ashamed to say so, but delicate persuasion is not my forte.
I understand. I agree that you don't seem like you'd be too good.
Oh, damn! The young man walks towards Lapras, who is still at a loss for words. I've yet to have a proper conversation with him, but I sense a certain trustworthiness in his strong steps.
Miss President, or actually Labras.
What am I supposed to do? What difference does it make if I accept this? In the end, no one's gonna understand me anyway, right?
Aww.
It's true that others won't be able to easily understand your pain. But are you gonna give up after just one try at showing them? One victory or loss doesn't matter. What matters is that you don't give up. That's what I think.
Hell yeah.
I shouldn't give up?
No, you can do this. You're not alone anymore.
Aw, that's really nice. Lapras' eyes widen, as if just realizing the brightness of the scenery before her. The young man waits patiently for his words to sink in. After some time, Lapras finally stands up and looks towards me.
Is this what you were talking about before?
I am also not human, but who you are is for you to decide. That is the power of potential that everyone holds. Even for a machine, I believe that still holds true.
You could have just said so when we first met.
Alas, I have always had some difficulty making myself understood.
True.
Come on now. You should go to her.
Lapras faces her shadow once more at the urging of the young man. Now hug. Go up to your shadow and give her a hug.
I'm sorry I ignored you all this time. I was the one who left you all alone.
Aww.
No. You are me, after all. This is my persona.
Congratulations!
Aw.
Yeah, you did well.
Thanks.
There's no need to thank us. It was all you.
Seeing Lapras smile, I can't help but grin as well. But her relief only lasts a moment before the strength drains from her body and she stumbles.
Labras!
Oh. The young man hastily catches her.
There's no need to worry. She must have reached the limits of her stamina.
He props the unconscious Lapras down against the wall.
Strength that binds hearts together. No matter how many times I witness it, its beauty never fades. May I borrow some of your time?
The young man looks over his shoulder in surprise, but when our gazes cross, he turns in misunderstanding.
Are you a resident of the Velvet Room too?
Well, in a way, I have abandoned my duties at the moment in order to see through a desire of mine.
What did you want with me?
I calm myself before opening my mouth once
In
more.
order for my wish to be granted, I require a power much greater than what I have. But it is most likely not power used to fight. It is something else. I wish to understand what that is.
Alright.
The power of the wild card that changes bonds into strength. I have a feeling that the key lies there.
I don't really understand.
But more bluntly, I wish for you to show me your potential.
The young man considers everything I said, but eventually sighs before responding.
I get it now.
You don't mind?
Would you back down if I said no? After what you said before, I don't think you'd back off that easy.
Touché.
I take a slightly offensive
There
stance.
is no need to be lenient. I invite you to approach this battle as if you intend to kill me.
I didn't think I could win any other way.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well then, here goes. Your fate
Fate
is
in
in
the
the
cards. I believe in the heart of the cards. This it's turning out to be a very short campaign or episode. I don't know. Whew. All right. Let's fuck shit up.
Fight!
You're frozen now. Here is me. Pardon me. My turn. Here is some freezing. My turn. Here is some electricity. Pardon me. Small one. Pardon me. Pardon me. It's time to be judged. The lever. Ha. My turn. You're frozen now. My attack. You're frozen now. My turn. Here is some electricity. Pardon me. My attack.
Nope. No Zeo.
You're frozen now.
No Zeo. No Zeo for you. Get dodged, nerd.
You're frozen now. Ha.
I love auto combo buttons.
It's time to be judged. The lever.
The lovers.
Ha. Pardon me. My turn. Ha. Here is some freezing. My attack.
And there we go. Cool. That wasn't too bad.
She's so strong.
Yeah. You get that from the Velvet attendants.
You do indeed have great power.
Even while saying so, I'm conflicted. My expression clouds. It's true that he was strong. He expertly wields the power of the wild card. But thinking about it, that wasn't what I wanted to learn. The power of the wild card doesn't stem from just one skill in the fight. His strength comes from his knowledge that he cannot avoid fighting to gain his desire. That strength happens to manifest as power as power in battle. What I want to learn, it has little to do with combat. Will I ever get to the closer to the root of the matter with this method? But even if I find that I can't, even if I find that I can't, I don't see any other way. I have measured all types of strength, great and small, as one who governs power. I feel suddenly
Could
anxious.
it be that it's something I cannot understand?
Will I never be able to understand, as the one distant from the workings of human society? Has it been impossible from the start for my wish to be fulfilled? Then I notice the sound of footsteps.
Hey, are you okay? Oh shit, dude, what happened to you?
Yukun, are you alright? Senpai, hang in there.
Oh. It seems that once the shadow who created this place was vanquished, the rules keeping everyone trapped were nullified. These must be friends he formed bonds with. But
Yo! Did you do this? What did you do to Senpai?
one of them turns his fierce eyes on
You're
me.
so mean, miss! This is going too far!
Who are you anyway? You better explain yourself.
If you did this with malign intent, we won't let you leave here so easily.
Oh boy. Their anger at seeing their friend hurt. That was a new experience for me. Their bond gave birth to anger, grew into animosity, and that fury is now directed towards me. But the young man stands up.
One more time.
Oh shit! He requests this even though he's badly wounded. A rematch would seem to only possess as one possible outcome.
What?
Please, that is enough. I've already witnessed your strength.
If this ends with my defeat, it doesn't count as me showing you my potential.
Uh-huh.
But
You shouldn't jump to conclusions. I thought I said this once today. What's important is
Oh,
that you don't give up
fuck.
after one try. My friends that I haven't seen in a while are all here. I can't just wave the white flag.
Oh my god! The moment the young man makes his declaration, a mysterious presence fills the area. Oh, what? The presence surges with the power creates a whirlpool of light around him. With the light, the young man's determination and drive instantly rekindle.
power.
Is it the wild card he holds? Then I notice that the young man's friends are standing behind him in support, all of them fixing their gazes on me as I stand perplexed. The bond that they share and their very core is echoed in their eyes. I suddenly feel as if I'm confronting a fearsome
I
giant.
cannot believe I am seeing this.
I find myself starting to back off. My footsteps are unsteady as I go. A small dip in the floor behind me, no larger than a fingernail, throws me off balance. Surely I'm about to fall. An unexpected arm catches me.
Right?
Oh.
You're...
In contrast to my utter bewilderment, she wears a calm smile. When I turn back to the young man, the surge of power has already dissipated. I catch myself sighing in relief. Even when I review my long memory, I can recall no occasion in which I had felt so overwhelmed before.
What was that just now? Do you happen to know what this power is?
I do not know the specifics, but
I guess it's called the fucking power of friendship, motherfucker. I guess also turns her gaze towards you and his
that
friends.
must be the power of their bonds. The power that stems from not being alone. I don't know why, but I feel like I understand when I'm watching them.
The power of not being alone.
Aw. It's a power they all share? It isn't just his. Did their strong bonds turn his determination not to lose into an instant recovery for him? I'm suddenly reminded of a conversation I once had with my sister. If something is impossible for them to accomplish alone, they will work together. His friends have worked miracles at times. His friends have even worked miracles at times. Those were the words I had spoke to her.
What's important is that you don't give up.
It is a cliche to hear, but his wisdom is profound. I dismissed his potential by judging by my standards. I almost gave up in the same way, thinking that I would be unable to understand. But he refused to allow that. His power proves there is not only one standard. It is truly the strength found in numbers.
So this is a bond.
When I think about it, the guests I'd met who had formed bonds with, I may have focused too much on those individuals. I never took so much interest in who they bonded with or how those bonds were
What I
forged.
should be studying isn't just him, but all of them together. Not the strength of a person, but of people. That may be the lesson.
Bow, 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 bow.
It seems I am starting to find hope.
I nod in satisfaction.
Today's festivities made for quite a wonderful Grand Prix. Considering that there have been some games, I should be going, if you'll all excuse me.
Oh. I turn to make my exit.
wait a sec, you haven't explained yourself yet. You haven't even told us your name. It's Elizabeth.
Oh.
Hey! Back here! What are you all happy for?
Because it's Elizabeth. She's just like that.
Who is she? Well, the odds are low that she was the mastermind behind this case.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
Enough about her. Senpai's more important. We'll get you out of here in no time, so hang in there, Senpai. Teddy, get a stretcher ready.
A stretcher?
Huh?
What are you standing around for? Move!
Guys, I'm not exactly critically injured, you know?
I think it's wonderful.
You're...
Seeing you surrounded by friends reminds me of a certain someone.
Rest in
a
peace.
certain someone?
There is no need to worry, everyone. His wounds are not serious. He is merely exhausted.
Oh, thank goodness. Wait, who are you?
It's a long story. I could have left by a shorter route, but I returned to the school's front gate and looked back at the school. The faces of the people I parted with a moment ago are called to mind. Amongst them is that young man's face. I only faced him briefly, yet I recall him with surprising
I'm
vividness.
sure that he will continue to increase his strength of heart. It is a given with so many friends. I am a little bit envious.
Oh. I turn the page of the compendium and draw a magic circle in the air.
Well then, farewell.
I soundlessly pass through it and leave as it's melting into the scenery. I close my eyes and my thoughts drift to the past.
Elizabeth? Elizabeth, are you listening? You seem lost in thought like that frequently of late. Could this mean that you finally began to be troubled over things, like a normal person?
How scathing of you, as usual.
Oh, damn.
Believe me, sister, I am not as bad as you. What's the matter?
My dear sister, I want to tell you a fairy tale.
Hmm? What's this about?
In our world, at the far reaches of the Sea of the Soul, there stands a large door. A soul which devoted itself to sealing that door slumbers there.
Why did it do such a thing?
That soul is risking itself to prevent those who have lost sight of life's brilliance from luring the world to self-destruction. It has become the guardian of the door, of the whole world, in fact.
That is a very sorrowful story.
Yeah.
Dear sister, do you think I can save that person?
Hmm? I thought it was a fairy tale.
It may be impossible alone, but what if I joined forces to do it? This person's friends are capable of miracles at times.
This person you speak of, is it... I hope you're not planning to...
Oh, don't be silly, my dear sister. I told you, it was only a fairy tale.
To a certain degree, all of your stories are like fairy tales. I don't know what's troubling you, but be sure that you don't neglect your duties.
Huh. Oh, back here again. Back in the fucking Sea of the Soul. When I open my eyes again, I am in the Sea of the Soul. A world where countless bright lights shine like a nebula.
Velvet, oh velvet.
I began singing a song, but now that I'm here again, I feel a hint of loneliness. I smile inwardly at myself. What happened today was very fruitful for me, though it came with a certain realization. I still don't have anyone in the world outside the Velvet Room that I wish to form a bond with. My lack of hunger for such things may have prevented me from understanding.
No, that's not quite right either.
Lack of hunger? That's not it. In truth, it was within my willpower. In truth, it was within my power, but I was turning my gaze away from it. After all, I didn't begin this journey only to find the means to defeat that monster. I thought by defeating it, I could see him again.
To think I was unconsciously afraid of something and keeping my distance from it. That is quite a surprise.
The mechanical girl, the young man today, and my old guest, as all had their own desires and resolve from the start. I should make myself just as resolved if I am to achieve my desire as well. I will face it unblinkingly and accept it. I will admit that the loneliness in me arose from leaving my old residence. The sick feeling of loneliness will surely torment me and cause me grief forever. But if I harden my resolve to allow for embracing that pain, I am certain that my yearning heart will wield great power. Bonds, the other half of being alive, along with death. Just as death gives life its shine, I'm sure loneliness will shed new light on the question of bonds. That is when I will obtain the power of bonds in the truest sense. Certainly, I will not achieve that miracle alone.
I cannot defeat that monster now. I may in time gain the power to truly erase it.
He must have felt that hunger as well. That's why he tried to protect his bonds with his life, leading him to the universe. I smile at myself once again. As one who leads others, I have only now gained enlightenment about the true meaning of bonds. And at that moment, yo! A single card drifts down before my eyes. Hovering before me like a butterfly, fluttering its wings, is the card of the Fool. It bursts into pearls of light on my hand.
To think the day would come where I would behold my own arcana and not that of a visitor's.
Oh, that's so sweet. The Fool. It represents freedom, purity, possibility, and
the beginning of a journey.
Aww.
It may be that my journey has finally truly begun. The Fool, Well, I am aware that I still do foolish things.
Well, I give a wry smile and look up. My gaze is fixed on what lies ahead. To the enormous door that looms like a small mountain in the center of the void.
Please wait for me. One day I shall surely see my wish come true.
Aww. I briskly turn my heel away from the door. My walk begins.
Velvet, oh velvet.
Okay, buddy. My bright song will no longer have mournful undertones.
My master has a large
Alright.
nose.
I have yet to determine a sure path. There's no assurance that my wish will come true. And whether I will truly make some sort of connection with those I encountered today isn't certain either. But I have hope now. And that is what lets me go on. This time, I can head towards the future I desire without losing my way. Nice. Oh, that's so nice. I actually really like that. And that's all of them. Holy shit. That's fucking everything. Oh, wow. That was shorter than I thought it would be. I thought it would be another one like Labras's where it's like it's 2 hours long in its entirety. Well, that was nice. I don't really know what to do from here on out. Okay. I don't know if I want to go back and define the other endings for these. I don't really want to retread old ground. And I'm not sure. I don't want to go into them without really knowing what I'm doing. So I don't know. I probably could have just attached this onto Aegis's. I don't know, maybe. Whatever. I'll figure something out. This may just be a short stream, honestly. That may just be what it has to be. That's alright. Yeah, probably. Oh, okay. I guess I'll just go ahead and end things off here. Well, I guess thank you all so much for being here. Sorry for the shorter stream, but you know, I didn't really have anything else to do. Thank you, Rand, for the cameo. Get April Fooled, nerds. And yeah. Thank you all so much for being here. Unfortunately, this is a VOD later. Thank you for watching. See if you can catch me live next time, 7 o'clock p.m. CST, Monday through Friday. Twitch.tv/JustJackson05 or YouTube at JustJackson05. I think tomorrow I'll finally be starting the actual ultimax story. I'll finally be starting episode P4, whatever that is, whatever that means. So I don't really know where this will go. Oh my god, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Whoa, what? Okay, this seems like there's a lot more going on here than than the other one. Anyway, that seems a bit more cohesive, but whatever. Yeah. So tomorrow I'll be starting off episode P4. So yeah, that'll be nice. Until then, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and yeah, see y'all next time. Sayonara.